Wrestlers take notice of WWE Speed's champion. Yeah, a wrestler has publicly stated that a WWE Speed is a terrible use of Ricochet's talents. We're going to talk about which one here in a minute. Also, the #1 contender finals are canceled, but we will get a title defense by the Speed champion anyway, and new rules are introduced to the Speed championship process, as matches will now be 5 minutes in length for championship matches instead of the standard 3 minutes for regular matches. So let's know that going into it. Without further ado, I'm your host Bryan, the Hype Ballard. This is WWE Speed. Let's get in. Well, when you look at WWE Speed, first up is we had a little bit of a recap. We had a #1 contenders tournament, and we had Apollo Crews defeated by Ivar moving on, and then Tyler Bate beating Berto moving on to the semifinals, or the finals if you will, to take on the champion Ricochet. But due to injury, Ivar is eliminated and no more, which then is going to allow Apollo Crews to pop up in Ivar's space to take on Tyler Bate. And Tyler Bate disposes of Apollo Crews once again very quickly, moving himself onto the championship spot against Ricochet. And that's where we're going to pick up with the action here. So Ricochet versus Tyler Bate. The match is again 5 minutes under championship speed rules instead of the standard 3 minutes. The bell rings and we get Ricochet with a leap and a flip off the chest of Tyler Bate, following up with a head kick for a quick miss. Bate goes for the roll up for a 1 and a 2. Ricochet up and into the corner and goes on the apron and leaps up to the ropes for a top rope attack, but misses, and Bate on the attack, and he's back in the ring. Bate hits the ropes and it hits a flying clothesline on his opponent. There's a quick count to follow for another 2 count. Elbows to the head. Ricochet follows with an attempted backslide for a count, and he does a Northern Lights suplex into a pin, but nothing, but he rolls through instead and hits another suplex pin. And then hits the ropes again, and he hits a lion salt on Bate, and he goes for the 1, the 2, not enough, right at the 4-minute mark left in the countdown for this matchup. 4 minutes left, and Tyler Bate is up and is back in the corner, and he hits an attack to the head and follows with a second rope, and the champion is down. Tyler Driver 07 basically gets attempted, but it's blocked and transitioned into a pinning combination by the champion. Tyler Bate goes for the driver once again, but once again countered for the quick pin. The two trade the European uppercuts, bouncing off the ropes, and they do the same with the jumping knees off the ropes at each other. Ricochet is now feeling confident, going for an upside bounce against the ropes, and hits Tyler Bate, who picks him up into a torture rack position. We get the airplane spin going into 3 minutes left in this matchup. 3 minutes left, and the airplane spin keeps going and going and going, round and round. You spin me right round, baby, right round. And then that goes all the way to the 2-minute 30-second mark. Bate then they both fall to the ground, and actually Ricochet rolls out of the ring in defense. So Bate is up, and he goes for a spear and a flip to the middle rope on the outside of the champ. He knows time is ticking. He throws the champ back inside and goes for a springboard from the top rope, but it's countered with a knee by both men, and they are down on the mat. Ricochet goes for a real quick pin, but only gets a 2 count. And Ricochet is ready. He hits the cutter and off the rope bounce, and at the 2-minute mark, Ricochet goes for the pin and gets the 1, the 2, and the 3 with the cutter at the 1-minute 52-second mark with remaining in the matchup, and he gets his win, and his first titled Speed Defense Championship is occurred. At the end of this tournament, Ricochet remains your WWE Speed Champion. I gotta say, I do like the fast-paced matchup. I like that they made Tyler Bate fight once again to get into the finals instead of just giving him a pass for Ivar's injury. So now we do get Tyler Bate in a very quick, fast-paced match with Ricochet. Another good, fun week. Didn't overstay its welcome. Let's talk a little bit about who doesn't like speed. My final thoughts, I want to say, one, the new rules to the championship being 5 minutes does add more value to a title defense matchup, so it makes it feel a little extra. Well, even if you didn't almost need, and you can still keep these matches within close to 3 minutes. And I do like the fast pace and speed, and it's action, it's easy to call, and it's fun to just watch real quick. But the future format of WWE Speed, I'd like to see other match types included, like gauntlet matches, like I've been advocating for. But I do want to say, there is a wrestler in the wrestling industry over in AEW, Will Ospreay, who's been taking shots at Triple H recently, and he's been saying that Triple H is wasting Ricochet's talents, using him in 3-minute matches over in that other company. And I do find that interesting. How do you guys feel? Is this a waste of Ricochet's talents? That's the question to ask and answer down in the comments below. I will say, yeah, Ricochet could be doing more and better things, but right now he's got a division rounded around him. He's getting to showcase his skills, and he's not just back in catering. So anytime we have something that is important for the company to have the wrestlers do, I think it's a good position to be in WWE. In this case, it does add a whole division of revenue through Twitter X from the business side, which gives Ricochet being the face of that attached to that income for the WWE, and that's never a bad thing.